tracking performance. It's like our first Black Friday. I'm like fried.
That is too soon, too far.
Me and my money attached emotionally. I get the clutch, and if you get too close to me,
Like they're getting 10% off on top of our BFC offer. What would you say you're not particularly good at or not very interested in doing professionally?
And all the emails, everything's 40% off. And now we can just say whole website.
Do you see what's happening?
Not a big numbers guy.
So it is 10:07 currently. I've been up since like 7:30, literally non-stop today between classes and primarily work. It's currently November 19th, so it's like BFCM rush, and they're just things that we're constantly updating and trying to fix and so forth. I'm fried. I literally can't think right now. But yeah, getting a lot of things set BFCM wise. Also working a lot on recruitment, as there are a couple positions we need to fill, and I'm also just working on building a system and process for recruitment. Also super excited because it is Tuesday and I only have class tomorrow and Thursday, and then I'm off for like 10 days. I'm missing 2 days of school, so I get like 10 days off. So I'm gonna have that whole period to do work pretty much, besides of course seeing family for Thanksgiving. Very much looking forward to being back in Florida and like not worrying about classes or schoolwork at all. But anyways, I'm gonna get some sleep. I will see you guys bright and early.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down.
I'm like in the middle of like trying to restructure like how we recruit and find people.
I can go to town now.
I'm about to run to the gym. I wasn't supposed to today, and I have so much work. However, I feel like I'm just gonna be more productive if I hit it, because I was supposed to go yesterday, but I got like swamped with work, so I just wasn't able to. There's so much that needs to get done, so I am a bit stressed. However, I feel like I just need to blow off some steam by hitting the gym, which will lead to me working more productively after. So it's just like today is like packed. Let me show you like this time block. You can see here, literally fully packed. This color is like just like time blocked, and then purple are like meetings that I have, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meetings today. Well, 6 including like some dinner that I have tonight, and then just so much time blocking. A lot of just like things that need to be fixed, all on the Black Friday BFCM and like ad side of things. It's just so much. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the gym and then we're gonna be back at it. I just finished doing like schoolwork for an hour, and I had to do schoolwork for another like over hour earlier today, and then I have even more work I need to do later today as we have a presentation tomorrow. So it's gonna be like 2.5, 3 hours of work on a day that I didn't even have class because my class was canceled. And I just have so much stuff within the business that needs to get done. Like days like this, I'm like, why am I in school? Fairly soon, I'm gonna be in school next semester, but next semester over the summer, I might literally have to write down like a pros and cons list and figure out if I'm gonna continue, because like the time spent in classes, the time spent on schoolwork is just time taken away from my business. And I feel like I've also just been feeling this more so recently because we're already further in the semester, so work piled up, and it's also Q4. Like I also took 3 of the hardest classes that you could take and 3 of the most work intensive classes that you could take. So like it literally can't be worse than this. Plus it's during Q4. Like I've told kids the class that I'm taking, they're like, how are you surviving? Like they don't even know that I run a business. They're just like, from those classes, like, how are you surviving? And then take on top of that business and these other commitments, like it's a ton. So I think next semester will be a lot better. So my perspective will likely change in this. And the beginning of this semester, I didn't really care. It's just like a build up, and like I'm thinking about how much I'd be able to get done and prioritize myself if I wasn't in school. Like there were just things I want to be doing, like training Muay Thai consistently, reading consistently, going to the gym 6 times per week, like things that I want to be doing but I can't, and I have to sacrifice because I'm in school. So it's something I really need to evaluate, and I don't know, it's just something I really need to sit down and be like, okay, why am I in school? Why am I doing this? I think that there are definitely pros to doing so, and a big one is like the experience. But if I'm gonna do it, and if I'm gonna suffer through being in college while trying to balance my business, like I at least need to document this better. Like I feel like I've done such a bad job documenting the journey. So over winter break, I'm gonna rework and really just improve content, and next semester content wise is gonna be much better. I'm gonna not only do YouTube but also short form, and I'm gonna try and use that as a differentiator within personal branding and position myself as a successful entrepreneur who's also in college. Assuming that goes well as well, then I'll probably stay. Like then I'll have more of a reason to do so. But But if I'm not at least leveraging the fact that I'm in college for like a personal brand as well, then like honestly, I don't know. This could just be rash because I'm like, I have so much work and like there's so many things that need to be fixed within like the website that I just had to put aside for school because like it's just school stuff that needs to get done. But like I don't see a point in like, I don't know. I really need to sit down. And the thing is, the fact is like, since I have so little time, all my free time is spent working. I don't even get to have a college experience. Like it's not like I'm in college and like I'm having a college experience and I'm going out and I'm meeting new people. Like no, like I'm literally in college just sitting behind this desk. I'm either doing three things: schoolwork, working out, or here doing work. If I am at least going to be in college, I also feel like I need to have some sort of experience, which I've just not had. I don't know, things to consider. Anyways, I'm about to meet with a professor regarding suppliers. She has like expertise in like the category of product that our main brand is in. So hopefully she could help us with some supplier connections. Currently our products are sourced from China. However, US tariffs might be imposed or probably will be imposed. So we need to look into diversifying our suppliers. Also, not just for that, but also just it's good to have multiple suppliers in case something happens. But also look to places outside of China in case the tariffs do get passed, so our costs don't like increase a ton. Anyways, I'm gonna head over to that so I'm not late.
Gotta throw a party for my day ones.
Could you just tell me what your career goals are? Just hopped off interview for an image ad editor / just graphic designer for the brands. We were supposed to fill this position so long ago, so I'm really happy that like we're reworking the recruitment process. I want to start building out like the documentation, the actual system for doing so, because I feel like this can really be systemized and just made efficient. We're doing like everything in-house, like meta advertising, email marketing, etc. So at the moment, literally gonna try and build out like an internal recruitment agency, which is like what I did for Meta. So over break, which is like tomorrow's last day of class and I leave the next morning, focus is gonna be getting the ball rolling and like getting everything set within recruitment so we could start filling positions with really good people really quickly. So looking forward to doing that. Anyways, yeah, see you guys tomorrow. It's hilarious. I just got back to my room from class and I'm just greeted with this guy just like vibing, waiting for me. Anyways, we also just had the founder of Ring doorbell speak in my common room, so that was pretty cool. Anyways, I'm about to pack because I'm flying to Miami tomorrow morning and then just do a bit of work. I have like a good amount to do since I had 4 classes today, so I was pretty busy, but really all on the BFCM side of things. Okay, so it is about 8:30 p.m. currently. Just been doing work. Tried something new instead of like working at this desk like I always do. I was like working out in the common room with like just co-working with other friends and so forth. I'm about to do like a tiny bit more work and then grab some dinner with a couple friends, have like a really chill night, and then leave to the airport at around 8 a.m. for Miami. It's gonna be first break in a while, so I'm gonna just dedicate as much time as possible to my business, but also obviously need to see family. I think tomorrow, so I want to create like a game plan on things I want to accomplish and get done over Thanksgiving break, which is something I try and do whenever I have an extended period to do work. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up a couple things and then I think get some really good steak. We're still finalizing where we're going, but I want steak.
Fuck a pigeonhole, I'm a night out, it's a different mode. I'ma have to make a pen.
So it is currently 5:20. Been sitting at this desk since like 8:30. About to go to the gym and reset myself, and then I have a couple more things I need to get done. Oh, I also just didn't record yesterday. I flew in yesterday and I was just with family. Going forward, today is currently Saturday and I leave back to school on Sunday. So my goal is to do work every single day besides Thursday, which is Thanksgiving, since I'm going to spend that with family. But like besides Thursday, I really just need to be behind this desk doing work because Black Friday is so soon. It's like my first real Black Friday. I've been in e-com during other Black Fridays, but it's like my first like actual proper Black Friday where I'm doing an offer for a brand and so forth. So I'm very excited to see how it goes. Honestly, not too sure what to expect. We've been preparing a lot and excited to see where it goes. Anyways, I'm like super tired for some reason. I am going to hit the gym and hopefully that will reset me and give me some more energy. But look at this view. This is absolutely beautiful. So I just had a very nice leg day and then I ran for like half an hour. Now I'm about to have some very well-deserved Chipotle I ordered, so it's about to be here. So I want to talk on just like ordering food. Like, yes, it adds up and yes, it costs a decent amount, but I'm literally saving myself at the minimum like 30 minutes by ordering food. So I see it as not a waste of money, but buying back my time, as now I could be here, do work, or even if I want, unwind without having to leave to go pick up food or without having to cook. So yes, at the beginning, like when you're just starting out, you can't like order food all the time. However, if it allows you to do more work and you're able to order food, highly suggest it. Saves so much time. Anyways, I'm about to kill this Chipotle when it arrives.
Yeah.
No, we walk around the world.
Okay, so it is 5:40 currently. I've been sitting behind this desk since like 7:30. Right now I'm like working on building out recruitment documentation, and I've just been like for the past 2 days just staring at Google Docs and creating documentation for just like hours and hours on end, and it's such dull work. However, it lays the groundwork and the infrastructure to be able to recruit efficiently and effectively. Like I did the same thing for the meta team, just building the documentation, building the systems in the back end side of things. So now it's able to flow without much input for me because we have everything documented, we have everything systemized. So I intentionally a couple weeks ago was like, okay, we're gonna learn a lot about recruitment and we're gonna build a system, and like right now it's the dull work. However, this dull work is what allows it to move efficiently and quickly and just well overall. Not very enjoyable looking at Google Docs and Sheets for like 8 hours per day, but it's gonna pay off. But anyways, I'm about to drink an obscene amount of caffeine and then hit the gym.
21, can you do something for me?
21.
Can you hit a little rich flex for me? Then 21.
So it's about 5:30. I'm about to go to the gym, but I've been building this recruitment system, and the more I learn about recruitment and the more I build out the system, the more I realize how much work recruiting actually is. Like I went into this with the goal of building like a world-class like A-player team with like amazing people who are going to be with us for a long time. And the more I learn about how to do that, the more I realized how long it's going to take, and like how long each position is going to take to fill, and just how much work goes into everything. And I don't know, it's a bit overwhelming because we have like a lot of positions to fill, and it's gonna primarily be me, and there are like so many other things that also need to get done. So it is gonna be a lot of work. However, I know it's gonna pay off because in the end we'll have a team of amazing people who are actually a part of the company and like actually want to see it succeed and are going to be with us for years on end. So it is like an upfront sort of investment of time to then have someone who's going to have an immense impact on the company. But there's just so much to be done. So much to be done. But day by day, brick by brick, baby.
I'm a savage, smacker, booty, and magic. I slap a pussy nigga with the ratchet.
Yes, I mean, I just wanted to hop on a quick chat because I wanted to talk about getting an applicant tracking system. How are you doing?
Good. So sorry about yesterday.
Just hopped off a call, about to go for a run. It's supposed to be a rest day, but I'm like, I really need some physical activity. Oh, so like the beginning of this day, I felt super productive. Like I got so much done so quickly. However, I feel like after my call at 3 p.m., like after 3:30 until my next call at 5 p.m., I just didn't feel that productive. Like it was just like not ideal. Probably should have went for a run then because that kind of, I find it helped reset myself. So it's really funny because I had dinner with my mom last night, and like since starting school, it's been a trend of me talking about like dropping out, etc. And initially she was like pretty against it. Last evening after a talk, she was like, you know what, like maybe you should drop out. I was like, oh my God. It is like such a turn of events, but it's something I've been thinking about more recently. Like kind of a large perspective shift for me was like, okay, like I'm in college, I'm building in college, I'm building my business, and me being in college doing that is taking away from my business because it's like an additional time commitment, and not just time but also energy that goes into school. Now it'd be one thing if I was in school doing the classes, doing my business work, and like still socializing, like still like at night grabbing dinner with friends or like having some sort of college experience. However, due to school taking up a substantial amount of my time, I have to spend all my free time on my business. Like I don't have the luxury or the time or the capacity to grab dinner with friends, like just grab coffee and hang out. I don't know, been thinking about dropping out more and more recently. Anyways, I'm gonna hit this run.
Numero, you know, me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl, man, this shit done it big as the biggest.
Well, first of all, I'm planning on scheduling them for 12 a.m. So we're gonna need to make the changes like probably 11 p.m.
Tonight.
No, tomorrow. Oh, Black Friday is so close, and like I literally have no idea what to expect. I think we're gonna start our budget, like daily budget for Friday, either like 6,500 or 7,500, which is I think the most we've ever had for daily budget has been like 2K. So it's quite a big jump. So it's a bit stressful because like have literally no idea what to expect. However, I have a good feeling. I believe things are gonna go well. It's just like literally BFCM rush, but I feel like I haven't prioritized it as much as I should have. Like like I've been really focused on recruiting, which is vital. I was kind of thinking, I was like, maybe I should have dedicated more time to learning and creating strategies, etc. But regardless, can't do anything about it now. It is Wednesday and Black Friday is on Friday, of course. Very excited to see how it goes. Okay, so couple of things. Super excited to bring on amazing people on the team. We're starting to hire for pretty much like the most important position we've ever hired for, which is the creative strategist. And ideally, or in theory, be removing myself from the entire meta advertising side of things. So we can pump out creatives and quality creatives and scale up significantly without my direct input, without me having to check it daily or weekly. And I'm super excited for not just the fact that it's going to free up a significant amount of my time, but also the fact that it's going to help us take it to the next level. Because a key realization that I've had, and something that I've just learned, is that by hiring people to take tasks that take up a lot of your time, you not only free up that time that you would be spent doing that task, but that task usually gets done at a much higher caliber and much better, because you're bringing someone on who has expertise in a certain thing and they actually enjoy it as well, rather than you forcing yourself to do it. So not only takes up your time, but it's also not done too well because you're not an expert in it. So by me bringing someone on, it's not going to just save hours each week for me, but it's also going to help us take this meta team to the next level, because I am not able to devote as much time as I should be to the team, as I just have other things that I need to do. So by bringing someone else in, they'll be able to give the meta team the attention it needs and the attention it deserves. And also they'll bring in a bunch of experience and knowledge to help take it to the next level. So super excited for that. And also the second thing is that I have been thinking about dropping out so much recently, like so much. I feel like I'm doing myself an injustice and I'm kind of just holding myself back from realizing my potential by being in school, because like I'm already doing decently well as is currently. So by me limiting myself by being in school, I feel like I'm just not realizing my potential. Like there's so much more I could be doing and accomplishing if this was my sole focus. So it's something that I'm really going to be thinking about over the next like week or two, of like what's happening going forward. And I don't know.
I'm about to click out on this shit. I'm about to.
Alright, so I think it's around 11 a.m. currently. Just had a work block from like 7:30 a.m. until now. I think around 10:30 is when we have to like update the website and everything, get ready for the big day, Black Friday. But yeah, until then, probably gonna try and just disconnect and be more present and with my family, etc. But very looking forward to the big launch tonight. Yeah, it's gonna be big. Okay, so I'm currently like literally in the laundry room because my family's asleep, so I don't want to wake them up. But it is 12:30 a.m. First like real and official Black Friday, and just got done finalizing everything on the website, on the email marketing, on the ads for tomorrow, and it's officially game time. Everything's launched, and I am honestly a little bit nervous but very excited, because we are doing $6,500 daily budget starting out, and I think the most we've had is like 2K. So very big jump and a little bit nerve-wracking. Literally I've no idea what I'm gonna wake up to tomorrow morning. Have zero clue what to expect. We just grinded out for the past 3 hours, like publishing everything, getting everything set, and now it's game time. And I know that each year is just gonna level up. We're gonna continue improving and innovating. Let's get it. I'm about to go to bed. Honestly, it'll probably be decently difficult to fall asleep, but I took some melatonin. But I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, so it is currently, I believe, like 1 p.m. and Black Friday is live, and we are not doing too hot. Definitely not doing really as expected. I think we are at a loss currently. However, over the past hour or so, performance has been steadily increasing. So I'm hoping that kind of it's gonna level out and really improve, and then we're gonna get profitable, and then very profitable, obviously. But yeah, right now it's very not ideal. So I'm about to really just sit down and see like where we can improve, what we can change, like where things are going wrong, etc. Because I'm really not sure what's happening and how we can improve performance. So I'm gonna sit down and figure out how we can do so. But ultimately, it's like our first Black Friday. So if anything, this will serve as a very large learning opportunity, and next year will be much better. However, not giving up. I have faith. We have the rest of today. We have Saturday, we have Sunday, and we have Monday. So right now may not be going too hot, but we're gonna crush it. I have faith. Okay, so as you guys know at this point, performance has been pretty bad. It's not been as expected. So I relaunched some new creatives, just trying to improve the quality of our advertisements. And then I just went on like an hour walk where I was like, okay, what do we do going forward? How do we improve? So I've decided that we are completely changing our offer. We're gonna do like a completely new offer for Black Friday for our main product, which entails a lot of work. We're gonna have to change the website. We're gonna have to change the advertisements again, and we're gonna have to update the email flows and campaigns. Now it's a lot of work. However, like performance is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So like you can't just expect it to magically pick up without you changing anything. So I, during the walk, thought of a new offer, which I believe is a much more enticing and irresistible offer. So we're about to cook on the website, cook on the emails, cook on the advertisements, and relaunch. And hopefully we see the performance we were expecting. And I have faith. Like this is a much more enticing offer. So I have a good feeling about it, but about to have to lock in for like a decent amount of time and like update literally everything. I'm about to go cook that. Okay, so it is 7:20 currently. I have updated a lot. I'm like fried, but we've updated the website. We've updated all the advertisements. We got our next like 2 campaigns set that we're launching tonight and tomorrow morning, but there's still updates that need to be done for other campaigns. And it's like email flows. I don't know if we're gonna update those or not, because our current offer, like we can get away with keeping the flows pretty similar. But good news is that we're not losing money anymore. During the time we were doing the changes, etc., kind of performance picked up a bit. It's still not like very well, but we are at, for the day, let's see if this focuses, we are at like 7,500 in revenue. But the thing is that like, sure, that's like a nice number, but our margins are god awful. Like we've spent a lot on ads, so like we're not losing money, but we're also not making a lot of money. But very happy we're not losing money anymore. So I don't know, I'm like exhausted right now. I think I'm gonna just take a shower to like reset my mind a bit, but I'm gonna just have to continue like monitoring our ads, making tweaks, and then I'll just see if there's anything else we need to like update / do. But I also need to eat. I've only eaten 1 meal today, so I'm gonna get some more food. Okay guys, I am absolutely exhausted. It's like almost 10 p.m. I have been looking at this store tracking performance, making adjustments since like 7:30 a.m. and I'm absolutely beat. We are currently for the day at like 9,200, so we definitely will hit 10k today. It's really cool to hit, as like I've never done that before. However, like it's also a bit anticlimactic since, like I said, profitability wise is like awful, but it's still cool. Like profit or not, I think it's still a sick milestone. And like if I think back to like how I was like a year ago or 2 years ago, like the thought of having $10,000 in revenue in a singular day, I'd be like, wow. And I still am like, that's pretty sick. And it's like pretty much like how I currently look at like having 100k a day. Like I see people posting about it, etc., and I'm like, currently that's pretty far from like my reality. However, I know it's very achievable, and I know that we're going to be doing those numbers, and having 10k a day is like the first step to doing that. In short, very cool milestone to hit. Showing yourself that it's possible, and showing yourself that you can accomplish these things and have days like this. And like all it starts is with one day, and then you start consistently achieving that, and then it becomes a norm, and then you set for the next goal, and then you achieve that, and then that becomes a norm, and then you set for the next goal. Like I remember like I'd get a sale or two and I'd be like excited, and like now like 1,000 plus is like normal. Like if I have 1,000 in a day, like that's considered bad. Like I'm used to having multiple thousand per day in revenue, so you just get used to it. That becomes your norm, and then you just set your goals higher. So me having this $10,000 a day, like the money made through it, again, especially since profit wise it isn't good, like it's not going to change my life. However, achieving that consistently and then continuously leveling up our goals to the next one to 100k and so forth per day, that's where it really adds up. So it's one thing, you have to have it, you need to hit it once, and then you need to take that and start achieving it consistently, and then you need to set the next goal and just continue the cycle. So do you want to quickly mention this? Like this weekend is probably like, I mean, never spent this much on ads before. It's Black Friday, things have been going wrong. And like most of my family's here, and I've unfortunately like not been able to really spend as much time as I'd like with them because like obviously like today I've literally just been putting out a fire and relaunching everything. The thing is you can't do that every single time. Like if this was like an every weekend type of thing, like that's an issue. Like you need to devote time to family, to friends, etc. However, like once in a while, like this is Black Friday, I was like, I'm sorry guys, like this is literally the biggest weekend of the year for e-commerce. Like I need to be like dialed in. It's okay. Sometimes you do like need to prioritize your business yourself, and like it can feel bad, but like the work needs to get done. It really does. But you do need to make sure that it doesn't become a norm and it's not something that happens every weekend. But very looking like next year, I have no doubt that we're gonna have like a team in place where like if a fire does happen, etc., like it'll be taken care of very rapidly and with the help of my team. Yeah, all right, I'm going to bed. It is currently 3:30 p.m. We did, I don't think I've recorded yet today. So we officially hit 10K yesterday. First 10K day. Feels good. So again, not very profitable, but still, we did it. We hit 5 figures. So regardless, it feels good. I think we're gonna hit it again. Or no, like unless something goes horribly wrong, we're gonna probably beat yesterday. We're currently at 5,800, 10% above yesterday. So looking good so far. Profitability wise is still awful though. We're luckily profitable though, but not that profitable. Just been doing work all day. Worked a bit on BFCM stuff and then just really recruitment. We're trying to hire a very, 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 very important position. So just doing like manual outreach on LinkedIn, etc. Still been having like an existential crisis with school, like whether I'm dropping out, what's happening. That is still up in the air. Yeah, I don't know. I'm about to hit the gym and then probably do a bit more work. I do want to grab dinner with family though, since I'm heading back tomorrow. So I might just hit the gym now and then head back and see family. So it is currently 11:30 p.m. I am finally back in my dorm room. Today, scaled down budgets like significantly. Completely turned off for Black Friday ad campaign. Just kept on the evergreen one, like the normal ad campaign, and like significantly scaled down budgets. And like revenue is down like a good amount, of course. However, like profit wise today, we have made like significantly more than we did previously, especially in relation to like margins wise, like significantly better. So tomorrow I kind of want to like do like a review of kind of what went wrong, what went right. But yeah, back at college now and pretty much off the dilemma I was having previously. As of right now, the conclusion that I've come to is that I'm going to stay next semester and take the time to maximize my time here, see if I can make it worth it. However, for that to be actually accomplished, I need to like make an effort to make it worth it and see the positives through being here, which includes like forcing myself to go out once or twice a week, networking more, meeting with more professors, etc. So next semester, I'm gonna say like screw with classes. Like I'm gonna not care at all about grades. So I'm gonna spend much less time on classes while also spending more time on the networking and social side of things and see if it's worth it. And then we'll see where it goes. It was like in a time where like right before going on break, I had so much schoolwork, and then I went on break and I had no schoolwork. So obviously in viewing school, I saw a negative light because like my last exposure to being in school was having so much work, and then I went from having so much work to having no work, and then I was like, oh my god, like why am I still at school when I can be doing this instead? So I think that also influenced my view on everything. So I don't want to like rush and make a decision within the next few days, because that's what I would have to do since like this semester is about to come to an end. So instead, I'm gonna take some time, be a lot more intentional, and then just like see how next semester goes while trying to just like make the most out of it. But anyways, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna write my to-dos for tomorrow. I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna knock the hell out. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next week.